everybody, this is Mac Bernie, and today we are going to talk about the whole solar system. It's separated into 8 parts, so this might be a little complication. But first, we have Mercury. It's the smallest, also the closest planet to the sun. Never mind about Joey. Anyway, Mercury is a rocky planet. It has a surface, so it's possible for meteorites to land. Mercury is also one of the hottest planets, but that record belongs to Venus. That's another story. Like other planets, Mercury is named after God, Roman gods, except Earth. Mercury has craters all over it. They're kind of holes that have been related to meteorites a long time ago, and now they're turned into dust. And another fact about Mercury is it's really cold at night, but at the day it becomes much hotter. I think that's all the facts I know about Mercury right now. I think I would like to move on to Venus. Like I said earlier, Venus is the hottest planet in our solar system. It has 2 gases that makes it really hot. So Venus is so hot compared to other planets. And actually, if you're asking about moons, it doesn't have any. But Venus has something else that Earth doesn't. It's volcanoes. It's not randomly volcanoes, but there's lots of volcanoes that are home on Venus. There is no other volcanoes in any other planets more than Venus have. Then we have Earth. Earth is home to many life. It's the only planet with life, in fact. Plus, it's the only planet with water. About 71% of our world is covered in water. Mostly it separates our lands too. They're North and South America, Asia and Europe, Antarctica, Africa, and Australia. We also call Australia Oceania. I'd like to move on to Mars. Mars is also called the red planet because it's mostly red. Well, not because it's just red. It's covered with lots of dust all over it. Plus, it can cause a lot of dust storms. Dust storms are storms that, well, cause dust. Anyway, I think Mars is the planet with 2 moons. It's kind of like a planet system or a solar system. And we have Jupiter. It's the most largest planet in our solar system. Did you know that it's made out of gas? It's a gas giant, meaning it's made out of gas. So if you think there are aliens, there wouldn't be any. There's not a hard surface because it's made out of gas, so that wouldn't make it possible for meteors to become a meteorite. It also has a really dark spot in the center. It's called the Big Red Spot. It caused lots of storms, and I think it's, I think that's all the facts we know about Jupiter. And we have Saturn. Saturn is most the prettiest kind of planet. It's because of its rings, but not because it just looks pretty. It's made out of rocks and ice. At the side of its rings, you won't be able to see it because it's so thin. You can't barely see it from its side. And we have Uranus. Uranus is kind of like Neptune. It's because it's made out of ice. But the surface on Uranus isn't stable. Uranus is much different than any other planet. It spins on its side, kind of like a car wheel. And lastly, we have Neptune. Neptune is one of the ice giants too. Like I said earlier, it's made out of helium and methane, mostly like Uranus. But Jupiter and Saturn and Uranus have helium too. I think that they have helium. Anyway, there are about 6 rings. 6th ring didn't have a name. They were named after one of the astronomers that found Neptune. Neptune has a dark spot too, roughly the same size as Earth. But I think it's time to say goodbye. I think the next video we'll be talking about the dwarf planet, so bye.